What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and in just the last week there have been a lot of details that have emerged about the iPhone 7 upcoming phone. So as part of my little series, I'd like to keep you updated and fill you in on all the latest leaks, rumors, and details on the iPhone 7. So jumping right into it, a new iPhone 7 dummy has leaked. Now this was sent anonymously to Mac Rumors, and basically what we see is a photo of the supposed iPhone 7 prototype dummy unit. Now, it doesn't really go into detail, doesn't zoom in, of course, the quality is not that great, but we can actually make out several things about the iPhone 7 based on, other rumors, connect them, and it does make sense. So I'm going to talk about the details in a sec, but I just want to say, to me, it looks a little fishy. If I zoom in on the antenna bands on the rear, I can see that they're not round on the edges like the earlier leaked iPhone 7 Pro was, but in many other ways, it looked just like it. So, these two independent leaks do confirm each other. So what this leak basically tells us is that the smart connector, it does exist on the smaller iPhone 7. Previously, it was rumored to come just on the larger iPhone 7 Pro, but it will be there. What that could be used for, other people are saying basically battery cases. Makatakara is saying a smart keyboard, basically a clip-on that would use that connector. And if Apple allows third-party developers to use it, there could be so much that could allow for. Imagine like a clip-on case you put on your phone and it gets you a lens built into there, and it actually is electronic. You can zoom with it, focus better. That would be really, really cool. This leak also confirms that the antenna bands in the metal cross-section will basically be getting removed. So it will be a much cleaner look. It's not a revolutionary change from the iPhone 6s for sure, but there are these little subtle changes that could make people that are on a 5S, maybe a 5 or a 6 even want to upgrade. But if I was on a 6s, I probably, wouldn't be too fond of upgrading. And if we look closer, there is a flush camera. That is a feature I've long wanted. I've gotten so used to this already, so it looks a bit strange to me, but flush camera would be really cool. And if we look really, really close, there is no headphone jack. It's just two stereo speakers. So this prototype dummy basically contradicts several rumors. For one, we just in the last video showed you guys a rumor of basically a new assembly for the lightning connector that has a headphone jack. And now based on this dummy, we can see that there is a cutout for two speakers on the rear and no headphone jack. So some contradictions here and there. And in a more recent rumor, Makatakara basically said the smart connector that's being shown will not exist on the iPhone 7. It was being tested, as Apple is testing up to 5 different models of the iPhone 7 with many different features, and he's saying it was never intended for release, while Ming-Chi Kuo basically says that it will be released. So, we've got these two huge analysts, they're contradicting each other. Basically, one says this, one says the other, so who knows what's right. It's still interesting to see how this will play out in the long run, but will we see a smart connector? Possibly not with the iPhone 7. Makatakara is basically saying it might be delayed until next year's iPhone in 2017, the huge refresh, or it may be delayed indefinitely. And just earlier today, there was actually another leaked schematic for just the regular iPhone 7. We saw one earlier for the larger iPhone 7 Pro, but this one basically is very, very similar again to the iPhone 6s shape. It tells us it will still be rounded. It does have a larger camera on it though, which contradicts with that dummy that was just leaked. So many contradictions everywhere, but this one actually might be fake just because of how simple it would be to make. It also has a larger camera that is convex, so it sticks out a little bit, and the other rumors are saying that it won't. Also, it doesn't show the antenna bands or anything like that, but maybe the detail just isn't there on this model. And who knows, maybe the rumors have been true all along, but Apple just keeps changing the design based on the reaction. There is a conspiracy basically saying that Apple leaks these rumors intentionally. Have you ever seen, early rumors of the Apple Watch, a leak that actually showed it? No, we didn't know what it would look like at all until it dropped. So Apple is tight on other products, but on the iPhone, they tend to leak details, leak parts, and some people are saying that they do that intentionally to gauge the public reaction. So when everybody freaked out about the headphone jack, recently there's been another rumor that Apple will be keeping it. So, that's interesting theory. I don't know how true that is, but I thought that it was kind of funny that some people think that Apple intentionally leaks things. Who knows? It might even be true. Now, we know that in 2017, the iPhone Apple is working on will be a huge upgrade. This year's, not so much. So it might have an OLED display, an all-new redesign, and actually waterproof design with wireless charging. How cool is that? It makes you not want to upgrade this year, of course, but now new details have emerged that TSMC will be producing 2/3 of the A11 chips for the iPhone in 2017. They have finalized the design for a 10 nanometer processor structure. So this new design, basically more energy efficient, smaller, allows for more battery inside of the device, basically more room for components. It's a more compact design, and the processor design has been finalized. The iPhone in 2018 is set to use a 7 nanometer structure, so there's definitely improvement in the processor line that Apple is using. So this isn't like Intel, where it takes several years to change things up massively. Apple is actually making huge progress with their chips, and I cannot wait to see the progress of the A10 chip even. And guys, there we go. Latest details on the iPhone 7, including that leaked schematic and actual dummy unit. Now, I'm actively searching for any leaked components that I can share with you, that I can order early. Sometimes we can, and if I ever get my hands on that, of course, I will share with you guys. But thanks so much for watching. We've got about 34 days until Worldwide Developers Conference. I'm very, very eager for that. We'll learn so much more about the direction Apple is heading in with their software, and from that, we can make deductions based on the hardware. So stay tuned for all that, guys. Have a great day. Peace.